I am Ivan Michael Atienza, BS Information Technology of Batangas State University, and today I'm going to do my activity in CCNA Routing and Switching, Introduction to Networks, and it is a summary about Chapter 1, Explore the Network. So let's start. Introduction. This chapter introduces the platform of data networks upon which our social and business relationships increasingly depend. The material lays the groundwork for exploring and services, technologies, and issues encountered by network professionals as they design, build, and maintain modern network. Network in our daily lives. In today's world, through the use of networks, we are connected like never before. People with ideas can communicate instantly with others to make those ideas a reality. News, events, and discoveries are known worldwide in seconds. Individuals can even connect and play games with friends separated by oceans and continents. Technologies then and now. Imagine a world without the internet. No more Google, YouTube, instant messaging, Facebook, Wikipedia, online gaming, Netflix, iTunes, and easy access to current information. No more price comparison websites, avoiding lines by shopping online, or quickly looking up phone numbers and map directions to various locations at a click of a button. No boundaries. The internet has changed the manner in which social, commercial, political, and personal interactions occur. The immediate nature of communications over the internet encourages the creation of global communities. Global communities allow for social interaction that is independent of local or time zone. The creation of online communities for exchange of ideas and information has potential to increase productivity opportunities across the globe. Network supports the way we learn. Networks have changed the way we learn. Access to high-quality instruction is no longer restricted to students living in proximity to where the instruction is being delivered. Click play in the figure. Networks support the way we communicate. Texting. Texting enables instant real-time communication between two or more people. Social media. Social media consists of interactive websites where people and communities create and share user-generated content with friends, family, peers, and the world. Collaboration tools. Without the constraints of location or time zone, collaboration tools allow individuals to communicate with each other, often across real-time interactive video. Blogs. Blogs, which is an abbreviation for the word web blogs, are web pages that is easy to update and edit. Wikis are web pages that groups of people can edit and view together. Podcasting. Podcasting allows people to deliver their audio recordings to a wide audience. Peer-to-peer. File sharing. Peer-to-peer file sharing allows people to share files with each other without having to store and download them in a central server. Networks support the way we work. The use of networks to provide efficient and cost-effective employee training is increasing acceptance. Networks enable the creation of new forms of entertainment, such as online games. Players participate in any kind of online competition that game designers can imagine. We compete with friends and foes around the world as if we were all in the same room. Networks of many sizes. Home office networks and small office networks are often set up by individuals that work from a home or a remote office and need to connect to a corporate network or other centralized resources. Additionally, many self-employed entrepreneurs use home office and small office network to advertise and sell products, order supplies, and communicate with customers. In businesses and large organizations, network can be used on an even broader scale to provide consolidation, storage, and access to information on the network servers. Networks also allow for a rapid communication such as email, instant messaging, and collaboration among employees. In addition to internal benefits, many organizations use their networks to provide products and services to customers through their connection to the internet. Clients and servers. Servers are computers with software that enable them to provide information like email or web pages to other and devices on the network. Each service requires separate server software. For example, a server requires web server software in order to provide web services to the network. A computer with server software can provide services simultaneously to one or many clients. Additionally, a single computer can run multiple types of server software in a home or small business. It may be necessary for one computer to act as a file server, on web server, and email server. Clients are computers with software installed that enable them to request and display information obtained from the server. An example of the client's software is a web browser like Chrome or Firefox. A single computer can also run multiple types of client software. For example, a user can check email and view a web page while instant messaging and listening to internet radio. Peer-to-peer. Client and server software usually runs on separate computers, but it is also possible for one computer to carry out both roles at the same time. In small businesses and homes, many computers function as servers and clients to the network. This type of network is called a peer-to-peer network. Overview of network components. Devices and media are physical elements or hardware of the network. Hardware is often the visible components of the network platform such as the laptop, PC, switch, router, wireless access point, or cabling used to connect the devices. Services include many of the common network applications people use every day, like email hosting services and web hosting services. Processes provide the functionality that directs and moves the messages through the network. Processes are less obvious to us but are critical to the operation of the network. And devices. The network devices that people are most familiar with are called end devices. An end device is either a source of destination of a message transmitted over the network, as shown in the animation. To distinguish one end device from another, each end device on a network is identified by an address. When an end device initiates communication, it uses the address of a destination end device to specify where the message should be sent. Intermediary network devices. Intermediary devices connect an individual end devices to the network and can connect multiple individuals networks to form an internetwork. These intermediary devices provide connectivity and ensure the data flows across the network. Network media. Metallic wires within cables. Data is encoded into electrical impulses. Glass or plastic fibers, fiber optic cables. Data is encoded as pulses of light. Wireless transmission. Data is encoded using wavelengths from electromagnetic spectrum. Network representation. Network interface card, a NIC or LAN adapter provides a physical connection to the network at a PC or other end device. The media that are connecting the PC to the networking device plug directly into the NIC. Physical port, a connector or outlet on a networking device where the media is connected to an end device or another networking device. Interface, specialized ports and networking devices that connect to individual networks. because routers are used to interconnect networks and ports on a router are referred to as network interfaces. Topology diagrams. Physical topology diagrams identify the physical locations or intermediary devices and cable installations. Logical topology diagrams identify devices, ports, and addressing schemes. Local area network or LAN. A network infrastructure that provides access to users and end devices in a small geographical area, which is typically an enterprise, home, or small business networks owned by the managed by an individual or IT department. Wide area network or WAN. A network infrastructure that provides access to other networks over a wide geographical area, which is typically owned and managed by a telecommunication service provider. Metropolitan Area Network or MAN. A network infrastructure that spans a physical area larger than a LAN but smaller than a WAN. MANs are typically operated by a single entity such as a large organization. Wireless LAN or WLAN. Similar to a LAN but wirelessly interconnects users and endpoints in a small geographical area. Storage Area Network. A network infrastructure designed to support file servers and provide data storage, retrieval, and replication. The Internet. The Internet is a worldwide collection of interconnected networks. Home and small office internet connections. Cable. Typically offered by cable television service providers, an internet data signal is carried on the same cable that delivers cable television. DSL or digital subscriber lines provide a high bandwidth, always on connection to the internet. Cellular internet access uses a cell phone network to connect. Wherever you can get a cellular signal, you can get a cellular internet access. Satellite. The availability of satellite internet access is a real benefit to those areas that would otherwise have no internet connectivity at all. Dial-up telephone. An inexpensive option that uses any telephone line and a modem. A reliable network. A fault-tolerant network is one of the limits of impact of failure, so that the fewest number of devices are affected. A scalable network can expand quickly to support new users and applications without impacting the performance of the service being delivered to the existing users. Quality of service is also an ever-increasing requirement of networks today. New applications available to users over internetworks, such as voice and live video transmissions, create higher expectations for quality of the delivered services. Security, confidentiality. Data confidentiality means that only the intended and authorized recipients can access and read data. Integrity. Data integrity means having the assurance that the information has not been altered in its transmission from origin to destination. Availability. Data availability means having the assurance of timely and reliable access to data services for authorized users. The new trends, bring your own device, is about end users having the freedom to use personal tools to access information and communicate across the business campus networks. Online collaboration. Individuals want to connect to the network not only for access to data applications, but also to collaborate with one another. Video communication. Another trend in networking that is critical to the communication and collaboration effort is video. Video is being used for communications. Cloud computing is another global trend changing the way we access and store data. So that's all for my summary, and thanks for watching.